Hi, this is Sunsun Mashi, and this is a pick a card reading on your helpful message. So I have a few things written down for what each of the cards represent and stuff. So it's gonna be pretty exciting. There's gonna be overall your helpful message as one card, and then hopes of your situation, a clarifier on it, fear of your situation, a clarifier on it, the outcome, and then a helpful message for each of those topics. So go ahead and pick a reading, 1, 2, or 3, or multiple, or all, whatever you want to do, however you want to decide. This one is, what is it? Raw Rainbow Quartz. Yes. Is it? No, it's not. Sorry. This is a raw Rose Quartz. And then this is a Selenite Heart, which I really love. I love all of them. And then this is a Moonstone Pyramid. Oh, it's pretty cool. Yeah, so go ahead and meditate on one of those if you need a minute. You can also go to the timestamps below, and if any of the numbers call out to you, if this is at I don't know, 3 minutes and 21 seconds, and you're like, hey, 3, 2, 1, I love counting down from things, that works too. That's kind of how I pick sometimes, from the numbers. Or I just listen to multiple or all the messages, so whatever you guys are comfortable with. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started pretty soon, so just go ahead and click the timestamp, and I'm just gonna say a few things. One of the things is thank you all for your patience and for your support. I'm finally back, so a few updates real quick. I'll be back with more pick a card readings. I still have the suggested ones. This is just one that I was inspired personally to do. And what else? There was another update. I did not do a weekly reading for all the horoscopes this week. My sincerest apologies, but I will be recording the weekly video for next week and uploading that pretty soon. So I think that's it'll be the 17th through the 20-somethingth. I don't know. It'll be, hold on. I have another phone. Let's see. So today's the 13th. So it's the 15th through the 22nd, I believe, is what my next weekly reading for all the horoscopes is going to be. And then I'll be doing a full moon reading. Don't know what the full moon is in right now. I'll have to search that up later. But yeah, that's what's upcoming. I am back. Hooray. Let's get started. So, reading number 1. Rose quartz. We're going to start with your helpful message. Okay, so in general, your helpful message is the Fool. The message that is helpful for you is to let you know that a new beginning really is coming. This is pretty true for all of us because it's December and 2019 is among us. So I feel this is related to the year ending. So you're really in the Fool's energy. You're really getting ready for this new journey. So a lot of new energy is definitely coming in for the end of this year, bringing in the new year. Let's see. So your hopes of your situation is the Empress, to feel self-sufficient, to feel like you have everything taken care of. This is a nurturing energy, so I just see you have everything you need, food, water, time. You're working on stuff, you're having fun, you're doing all sorts of things that are just nurturing for you. The Knight of Cups and the High Priestess of Air. So with your hopes, Spirit wants you to know that your thoughts become reality, that by taking care of yourself, that tells you that you are worth taking care of. And with that energy, you attract that from the outside world. So Spirit's helpful message is that emotionally, someone who matches with you is being attracted to you with this energy. So that's the helpful message. Let's look into your fear. So your fear of your situation is success and growth. Maybe this is fear of what if I don't get here? What if I don't get to my goal of being healthy, basically? whatever that means to you in any type of health, whether that's spiritual health, physical, mental, emotional. The clarifying message with this, what Spirit wants you to know, is that with growth and success comes time. Like what you're experiencing, like if you're afraid of not making it to a goal, that what Spirit wants you to know is that that's because things take time. It's just like watering a plant. If you are taking care of yourself and watering yourself, it's going to take a long time to bring in all the good nutrients and to cycle out all the old nutrients, death and all that stuff. And so the Fool is very signifying for this whole reading, I can see. So that's really, really cool, because with the Fool brings in all that new energy. And then your helpful message with all this is Judgment. Aww. Spirit is literally guiding you. Spirit's like, you're hearing called to do certain things. When you get hurt, when you feel called to take action, that is a part of your healing journey for your growth and success, and to help you get through your fears that you need to be somewhere or be something that you're not to be successful or whatever. Spirit is saying, like, you are exactly who you need to be. You are already a success. You are already in the process of growth. So if you're not feeling called to action at a certain point, just take that period of rest as more part of your success and growth. If you're afraid that you're not growing, even when you know you are, take that as a lesson that you're learning to release all fear and stuff like that. Cool, pretty good. And then let's look at the outcome. So I chose a minor arcana and a major arcana from my One Piece Uno deck for the outcome. So we get the Six of Swords. Wow, that's very powerful, because this is card number 6, the High Priestess of Air. And air is the element that represents swords in the tarot deck. And the Six of Swords is all about leaving behind dark times and moving towards peace. So this is the outcome. You do move towards peace, as well as a time of pause. So you are doing this time of peace that you're moving towards. Maybe you're not physically moving away from like situations quite yet, but you're definitely bringing yourself to like a more peaceful environment, like within yourself, like internally, and with who you choose to spend your time with. Perhaps you will always choose peaceful outcomes or peaceful approaches to things as this outcome, if there's any sort of conflict. And then your helpful message for the outcome is Five of Cups. This Spirit wants you to know that any loss you have experienced, there's more to it than you might be thinking of sometimes. That you've really got you have a lot of support emotionally. But if you're too focused on what you've lost or what you don't have anymore, you're not gonna pay attention to what you do have, those 2 remaining cups. And so yeah, those are the messages I get. Cool. All right. Lots of love and light, guys. Might see you in the other readings, but if not, peace out. Okay, so 1 second. Let me try that again. All right, reading number 2. So this here is your general helpful message overall. And then this is your hopes of the situation, a clarifier on it, or what Spirit wants you to know, and a helpful message. This is your fear of the situation, same thing. And this is the outcome, where we have 1 major arcana and 1 minor arcana from my One Piece Uno deck. So overall, reading number 2, your helpful message is the 10 of Wands. So I'm hearing to say you're almost there. You've been doing a lot. We're in December, so we've got just a few more weeks before January. So I feel like there's many responsibilities and tasks that we're all kind of caught up in at this moment. So Spirit is saying you're almost there. Kind of like don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle type energy. So that's the energy I get overall as your helpful message that's supposed to help. Your hope for the situation is the Four of Cups. You're hoping that everything is just fine and you just have to wait right now and that you just have to rest and kind of do your own thing. That's your hope for a certain situation that might come to mind for you. The clarifier, or what Spirit wants you to know with that, is success. That yes, you are right. Your hopes about like just needing to wait for the opportunity to be ready and for you to also be ready, Spirit is saying that is a successful approach. Your hopes are bringing you to success. So if you're hoping for a period of rest, or if you're hoping to an end of boredom, success is coming your way with that. And then your helpful message is the Four of Swords. Your helpful message is yes, remain in that peaceful, resting energy you are contemplating at this time, and it's bringing you a lot of physical success, emotional success, mental success, and spiritual success. So keep it up. Your hopes are really lit. Let's look into your fears. So what are your fears of the situation? So your fear is the teamwork aspect. Your fear is the Three of Pentacles. Your fear might be literally reaching out. Maybe you're worried, if I reach out, am I gonna damage this connection? Or is the other person putting in work like I am and thinking about coming together as well? Are we both trying to go to the same goal? So what Spirit wants you to know about your fear choices. Everyone's got their own choice. Everyone's got their own free will. So the real question is, regardless of if another person is putting in the work in this connection, do you want to put in the work to this connection? And of course, both people do need to be putting in work and like building something together. But the point is if you do the self-work and the other person, it turns out they didn't do that, then when that time comes, somebody else, if not that person, would match you. So what Spirit is trying to say is, in terms of working on yourself to build yourself up to be your own individual for a partnership someday, when it comes to like romance or something, that there is another person out there doing the same thing as you for this connection. Spirit's helpful message is the Page of Wands. Spirit's helpful message is that you most likely have met this person, is what I get with that. But I'm also getting the other message of most likely you can meet another person. It's kind of like the point is that who you end up with, you're going to recognize them spiritually. We recognize lots of people spiritually all the time, but you know, many connections, it's as far as that, and we move on, and there's just like more to learn in the future. Using myself as an example, like there's a lot of people from childhood who I felt a deep connection with, but they either bullied me or did me wrong, or you know what my perception of wrong at that time. And you know, we all grow up and you kind of learn like they were just hurting souls, not fully aware of what they were doing to others / themselves, because we are all the universe. And so I'm using that as an example because there are some people that I really grew up with and felt very, very strong connections with and still do. And I've learned they were all true connections, and the only thing that was standing in our way was fear and where we were all at when it comes to our vibrations. So the point is, this is, you know, it's kind of up to you to decide when you see a vibrational match, when you recognize someone spiritually. It's up to you to decide like if this is the connection that you choose, regardless of what the other person does or chooses. Yeah, it's really up to what you choose. And then, of course, the important part of coming together, you know, that does have to do with like, well, did the other person want this too? You know, both people do have to like feel this connection and want this connection. You know, like very true, yes, but just letting go that it has to be like a specific connection, or like it has to work out with this person, or letting go of like that you have to put in all the work. You shouldn't have to. It should be equal at all times. But that work shows in different ways, and so it's really up to you and your boundaries, your set of rules of what you count as efforts towards the relationship. Yeah, I think that's a really good way of putting that. I hope that made sense. I hope that was helpful. All right, the outcome that I get is Strength, 7 of Wands, and then the helpful message with that is Knight of Cups. So right now, the outcome seems to be having the strength to get through these difficult times. So you might be having a challenging time with a partner or a connection or something. Spirit's helpful message is remember that the feelings are real, that the love you feel is real, and nothing would ever change that. So if what it is that you wanted from this partner was love, you already got that the moment you remembered and met them. Like when you remembered like the connection, you know, like, or remembered like, oh yeah, my child self did deserve love, stuff like that. I'm just kind of speaking from a bit of my experience, but this is the message I'm getting for the reading as well. So I hope this is all resonating. And so Spirit's saying, like, with that understanding, you have the strength to choose to be like supported, pretty much. You can choose to remember the love and the support from this connection, and remember that you've been supported. And if you've been supported, then what is the issue here? The issue is that the other individual doesn't feel supported in some sort of way. The 7 of Wands. This is like synchronicities where if both of you just saw each other's perspectives, it would like, not saw it, I feel you guys see it, but like if both of you like worked enough on yourselves on all of these aspects that make you different but the same, then you will get through the challenges and reach 8 of Wands, sudden understanding, everything fully lined up and balanced. Right now, the outcome is a little bit skewed, basically. Skewed towards more future challenges. So I'm just gonna pull a couple more just because I like leaving on a positive note, so there has to be something about that other than just, oh yeah, your outcome is challenges. Okay, your outcome is the moon. This makes sense now. Your outcome is trust. Trust through these challenges. There's the 10 of Wands again. This is really a strong message for me, hearing that 10 becomes 1, the Ace of Wands. Getting to like take like a deep breath of relief, knowing that you've made it. And so it's very similar to like moving through a difficult voyage. By the end of a difficult situation always comes a new beginning. So you are moving out of these more challenging times. I feel that this has been happening for you throughout 2018, and it's kind of been going in cycles of challenging like to like really like a lot smoother, and then like back and forth between that. So you're slowly paddling yourself to where you want to be. I can even pull a clarifier on that using, I'll go ahead and use this deck. A clarifier on what I'm talking about. So where are you paddling yourself to? Check it out with that in mind. 3 of Wands, yeah. You're paddling yourself to the future. The 3 of Wands, I just listened to my friend's video. If you guys are interested, her channel is called 8th Star Tarot. I only mention that because she's been doing this like tarot of the week thing, and the card she's been using was the 3 of Wands. She talks about the number 3 and the power of 3, and it surpasses duality. So I see where you are going to is the future, a bright future where you are creating what you desire. This deep love, the bridging of the gap, so coming together with loved ones. So that is overall your outcome. Cool, all right. I'm really happy I pulled a clarifier. So that was reading 2's messages. Thank you for being here, sending lots of love and light. Talk to you all soon. Peace out. Okay. Or, you know, I might see you guys in the next reading. All right. Reading number 3. This is the Moonstone Pyramid. So I'm really excited for these messages. So this is overall your helpful message. I'll just go through them as I go through the reading, but oh yeah, this one had 2 come out for this for some reason. And then there. All right, so overall, your helpful message for the theme of what's going on with you and your situation is the Six of Wands, victory. Overall, your message is you are coming out victorious. You did it. You made it. You got through a lot of things. You are, if I feel like if you guys watch readings 1, 2, and 3, it'll kind of all string together, perhaps. I'm not sure. But if it did, I see this really signifying victory for everybody. So let's see. Your hopes of the situation is the world. Your hopes is an ending and a new beginning, a cycle completing, fully feeling complete with this storybook, feeling complete with 2018. So I feel like your hope is like 2018 leaving on a good note so you can start 2019 on a good note. So that's your hope. What Spirit wants you to know about that, wow, is High Priestess of Water. So long as you go with the flow, that is the energy you're going to be in. So yeah, this looks really promising. This looks like your overall energy is a victorious end to 2018, bringing upon a victorious beginning to 2019. Your helpful message for your hopes is the Six of Swords. Wow, yes. I was actually talking about this card in reading number 2. I didn't say it, but I was talking about like moving to smoother waters and stuff, and that's definitely this card. This is like your helpful message is that you are bringing yourself to more peaceful situations. I really feel like many of us, we are all planning to move physically from our situations to a more peaceful time in 2019. So it sounds like you're really on track to moving. And then if not, this is like moving away from dark times, like mentally, emotionally, or like socially. Like you don't have to be like moving houses. You could be like, when there's a bad situation, you're like, I'm stepping away, and you like go home. Or if it's at your home, you're like, I'm stepping away, and you like go up to your room or whatever. Something like that. You like, I choose peace. Good luck. You guys can deal with this conflict. I need to be in a state of peace. That's how I feel. That's what I've learned on my journey. So that's what I'm getting with your hopes. With your fears, what are your fears about? Your fear is clarity of belief, Ace of Swords. Maybe you're afraid slightly of the outcome. I feel for the most part, you're like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter the outcome. But I feel a little bit of your fear is like, well, what if the outcome, it's like, you're ready for the outcome, but like, it's been going on and off for a long time. Gonna be honest, I'm talking about my situation. It's been going on and off for a long time. So like, what happens at the end? Like, what if I hear back from them before the year ends? What if I don't hear back from them before the year ends? What is the answer, So your fear is literally the answer itself. And I don't think it's because you can't handle whatever the answer is. Your energy overall is like, I'm going to make it a victory no matter what happens. But the fear might just be like, you're really trusting in like this connection and doing this whole trust thing. You don't want it to backfire. So what Spirit wants you to know, High Priestess of Earth, take care of yourself. Keep nurturing. You are like Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, You're very nurturing as an individual with your energy, your spiritual gifts, You are very much so a healer, and so this is just the thing you do. You try to heal all. Just like Mother Earth, sometimes we, and by we, I just mean mostly humans, really wreck Mother Earth, like the environment, Like, I don't even need to list things, but you guys know that we could list pretty much anything for how we have harmed this planet. And so just like that, sometimes you can really love a connection. Maybe you're afraid like this connection might actually hurt you. Like something this other person might have to say. Maybe they will say something really mean or hurtful or something that you're not gonna feel nurtured or cared for. So what Spirit wants you to know about that, wow, just remember, down from spirit all the way down to the root, all your chakras, you have felt this connection. These are your fears. There's a reason why you're afraid of that, Those are the fears from experiences of the past. Remember, this individual and all the individuals you've met, everything you've met up until now, every experience you've had up until now has now taught you all along you have always been worthy of love and taking care of yourself, and now you have to figure out how to get there again. And if this is all about a specific person, like it is for me, and I'm sorry if I'm making it more specific towards a certain thing, it's just hard for me because these are like the messages that I'm just like picking up, and I'm trying to read for you guys. So I'm trusting this is resonating. If not, readings 1 and 2 were like a little more detached from my situation, so those might resonate better. But yeah, I'm just getting from spirit down to the root. You know, you learned what you needed to learn. Like, you've gotten back your power that you needed to get back, and you're still doing that. You know, you're always coming out victorious. You're learning more and more, remembering more and more, like how to heal and how you want it to be treated. And I feel like this is coming from an individual, and I don't think they're gonna let you down. I don't think this person is gonna let me down ever. I'm always gonna understand. And I believe you guys listening to reading 3 are always going to understand, or will always one day come to understanding. You know, sometimes things don't make sense, but you can always cycle that negative energy out and learn the lesson and appreciate the situation for whatever it is, and the person for whoever they are. So let's see, your helpful message about this is justice. Everything will work out balanced in your and in everyone's favor, so long as you pay attention to your own moral code. As long as you're always trying to be in check with what is right, you know, you're just trying to be fair in all aspects of the word, and you're just trying to know what's the right decision to make, you know. That's why clarity of belief is so important, and that's why it's so scary, because what if you get clarity of belief and you learn that you've been hurting this person? Because if they hurt you, clearly that means this wasn't the connection, like wasn't quote unquote the right connection for you. That kind of fear, and Spirit is just saying that is not the case, that this is definitely going to balance out. Your intentions are pure. Spirit knows that. I feel like your fear really is like you're afraid maybe you are some sort of problem or something, but you're just not. From root to spirit, you are a healer, you are nurturing. It is true we can over nurture, and that can be a suffocating energy, you know, too much feminine that dominates the masculine. You know, we need to be balanced, yes, but that's exactly what justice is. Justice is balanced. Yes, you are, you know, chances are you are more feminine energy, but again, we are all masculine and feminine energies. We can all have those balanced and still be more so one or the other, like much like a magnet, how it's usually, you know, always going to either be a positive or negative thing for the battery, you know. So just like a battery, there's always like that masculine, feminine, and we can be both balanced but still polarized towards one. And you also don't have to, you know, however you resonate or identify with. So that's what I'm getting about your fears, is that literally they are just your fears, and that's from the past, and you're clearing that energy, and that your situation in all aspects is going to be victorious. So whatever victory means to you, it's gonna success, achievement. And I think the success you're looking for is one where everyone has free will and everyone is just where they want to be, and that everything works out the way that it should. So let's look at the outcome. The outcome is King of Cups, overcoming the situation, being on top of your emotions, feeling really good about yourself no matter what the situations are. And then your other outcome is Temperance, the other balancing card, healing. This is a connection that the outcome is ultimate healing. The outcome is recognizing that you are beautiful the way that you are, as is everybody. And then your helpful message with the outcome is the Emperor. Wow. So we basically get like the Empress and the Emperor, and we get like the healing card between those two souls, those two cups, you know, the Emperor and Empress. And we also literally get them. So a lot of duality here, a lot of things working out. So this, you know, if this is more of a love spread for you guys, that partner you're looking for, you're finding it not only within yourself, but you are finding this, this is coming to you victoriously in the physical world as well. I'm gonna see if this is more like upcoming or like fast, like you've been experiencing this, or like who this person is, just for a bit of an idea. Oh no, my battery's low. Let me close that. Hopefully the video didn't stop. I sure hope it didn't. All right, so the Magician, an Ace of Wands, really fast. Those are like some of the fastest energies in this deck, as is like the Eight of Wands. So I'm just getting that, yes, this is all happening much sooner than you realize. But it's still gonna take time. Like I see that this is all stuff that's gonna take time. But yeah, just keep doing your thing. Let me look at an advice card for you. Be in the form of victory and be of celebration. Just be in the energy of fun, love, and celebration. Obviously, if you have sorrow or deep emotions to get through them. But for the most part, I see you guys are operating at a very high vibration of like joy and fun times. All right, so those are the messages. Sending lots of love and light. Thank you all for being here. Peace out.